Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today let's talk about why degree won't make you financially free. I heard so many times, get a degree, find a job, and you will be covered for life. And you know what? I did exactly that, and it actually covered basics, but unfortunately no one told me about investment, savings, and all these important things about money. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 lessons I wish I knew sooner, the ones that degree never prepares you for. Those lessons are: degree buys you stability, not freedom. No one prepares you and no one teaches you about debt trap, and missing subject, financial fluency. Let's explain. Lesson 1. Degree buys you stability, not freedom. This is the lesson that basically no one tells you when you're younger, that getting through all this 10 years in school and then 4 years in university and then maybe 2 more years for your master's, those things, they teach you about how to do a job, right? So how to cover basics and essentials in your life. Things like rent, bills, groceries. This is what basically normal people actually get out of their job. But if you only rely on salary, you will never get ahead. And I talk about wealth versus getting rich in other videos in the channels, and you can watch these videos, link in the description. But essentially, degree buys you a ticket to a train. But without financial literacy, you basically stuck riding in circles. So the lesson that I wish I got sooner is someone telling me that when I go through all this education and I get my degree, I only get to the level where I can get a good job that actually covers lots of things in my life. But it's not gonna make me financially free, so I can spend my time as I want. And this is what brings us to lesson number 2. No one teaches you about debt trap. Student loans, credit cards, lifestyle, inflation keeps you stuck. This is basically what I learned, and I'm a lucky person that never got any debt outside of my mortgage. But I think from what I hear for the last few years, when I study economy and I study how money actually works, this is what actually makes people's life super hard, and this is the thing that no one tells you about. Everyone says build a credit so you can afford things, but no one actually tells you that this normalization of the debt may ruin your life. In a nutshell, as soon as you get to debt, you start building for your future. You only pay for future of someone else, because every time you pay interest, it means you could invest this money, you could spend it for your education, you could spend it for your family, for your happiness, but instead you're just paying to the bank or to someone else. And this is the lesson that no one tells you about, especially in countries that rely on credit scores. This is what basically everyone tells you to build credit score, because this is essential to live the life you want. But in reality, what you need is to know how to manage your money, is to know how to build your wealth, is to know how to get rich in reality. All of this brings us to lesson number 3, which is missing subject, financial fluency. This is the real lesson that I wish I knew sooner, because all these things like investments and savings and compounding, all these things are important, and we hear about some of them in our degree and from our families, from our friends, but no one actually builds a system around it, and no one gives you explanation on how this actually works. Why is this important? I give you a quick example. Investing in 22 versus investing in 33 gives you not just 10 years gap, but gives you hundreds of % of missing opportunities. If we calculate simple investment account, let's say you invest 10,000 for 10 years with average returns of 10%, this gives you average and balance around 25,000. But if you add 10 more years, so if you invest instead of 10 years for 20 years, it brings you to almost 68,000. You can see that doubling time almost tripled the outcomes. And these are the power of compounding, these are power of investments and savings, and learning about these things and understanding how to build up all these things. And you can find videos about this in my channel here. I think this is the lesson I wish I learned sooner. Let's recap. Degree can get you a job, but not financial freedom. Financial fluency, this is what actually makes you financially free. What you need to learn is not just work for your money, make your money work for you. Please find more videos about financial freedom and financial fluency on my channel. If you like this video, subscribe, comment, and I see you in the next one.